For these riders, it is go or go home. Here is your pro Last Chance Qualifier.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, from Clearwater, Florida, on the Civic Delexo Racing Kawasaki, number 17C, Sean McNary. Starting second from Belleville, Ohio, 72F, Tyler Butts. From Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 11G, that is Gary Ketchum. Starting fourth from Cincinnati, Ohio, 74F, Barry Binkert Jr. Starting fifth from Cardigan, Ohio, the 11F, that is Curtis Vanderkoy. And starting sixth from Burlington, Iowa, that's the 55L Cole King. These are pro twins. Normally run pro singles, but here in Springfield we do run pro twins both rounds. So we do have 4 bikes already out there. We're scheduled to have 6. I heard 1 bike is a scratch. So the 55L, I'm heard it is a scratch. That is Cole King. The 2-minute clock is going right now, so we're waiting for Gary Ketchum on the 11G. I can see the motorcycle back there in the pit area. It's actually right by the Anderson Brothers racing tent. Anderson Racing, I can see the 11G back there. 1 minute left, and we're going to go racing. So looks like what you see is what you're going to get, possibly if the 11G doesn't make it out. One of the AMA officials is back there. Also a special happy birthday to Steve Nace from Steve Nace Racing. Does the All-Star National Flat Track Series. Steve Nace, it's his birthday today. And Doug Yeager, he's been coming here for 20-plus years to the Springfield Mile. Happy birthday out to Doug Yeager. Happy birthday, sir. 20 seconds left for the 11G. Looks like they're trying to put the starter in the side right now down there in the pit area. Looks like we might run out of time. I'm looking directly towards that bright orange canopy towards the left side of the pit area. I can see the 11G back there. 15 seconds left. So looks like possibly what you see is what you're going to get. This is our Pro Twins, a Last Chance Qualifier. 6 laps, top 4 to the main event. Expert Dash for Cash is up next. All right, that's it. Track's clear. Here we go. So top 4 riders going to the main. They do need a race anyway, and however they finish, that is how they're going to get into the main event. That's how they'll have their pick in the back of the main. Here we go. Pro Twins. RPMs come up, clutches come out, and they are off. Sean McNary grabs the whole shot on the Lazy Days RV entry. It's Sean McNary to lead him into turn number 1. Tyler Butts back there in second. This is Pro Twins Last Chance Qualifier. It's Sean McNary from Florida will take the Lazy Days RV Kawasaki down the back straightaway. Tyler Butts on the Harley pulls into the draft. Here they come down the back chute. All these riders will make the main. They're racing for their starting pick in that main event for the Pro Twins. It is still McNary out front. Tyler Butts in the 2 spot. Number 72F from Bellevue, Ohio, right there in second. Vanderkoy's back there in the 4 spot. That means Binkert back here in third, I believe. Yeah, that is Barry Binkert Jr. in the 3rd spot. Lap number 1 goes in the books. Pro Twins Last Chance Qualifier. New leader, looks like the 72F. Tyler Butts goes into the lead. Slide McNary back to 2nd spot. Binkert Jr. back there in 3rd. Curtis Vanderkoy in 4th. No show for the 11G. Gary Ketchum and the 55L Cole King. Tough break for those 2 riders. They are done for the day. Battle for the lead down there in turn number 3 and 4. All white leathers. That is the 72F. That's Tyler Butts. Doing it for F&S Worldwide, Mid-Ohio Race Tech, and Weisco Pistons, the sponsors on the 72F. McNary right there in the 2nd spot. Sean McNary looking at the high side, trying to make the pass in the middle of the corner. Doesn't feel like he can draft by him on the straightaways. Now he's going to tuck back in the line. So it is the 72F. Tyler Butts, he'll take him down the back straightaway. McNary ducks in, gets as small as he can, tries to break the wind. Here he comes. See if he makes the draft pass. He elects to back off. Looked like the high line. Now he's going for it on the high line. A little bit late to make that pass into the corner. So it's Butts and Sean McNary, 17C. If you're watching on fanschoice.tv, Sean McNary actually filled in and helped me co-announce there at the Elma, Washington round. He said, I didn't have a way to get my motorcycle out here. I might as well use the microphone as Barry Boone was out road racing that weekend. So it's Butts out front, 72F. Here comes Sean McNary in the 17C. He's right there tucked in and drafting him. They'll take him down the back straightaway. Battle for the lead into turn number 3. It is Butts on the 72F. McNary once again likes that higher line going into 3 there. Side by side, elbow to elbow. McNary trying the high line. They're still side by side. Now Butts grabs the throttle a little bit sooner, picks it up a little bit faster. Tyler Butts, Sean McNary, they take 2 separate lines off of 4. Here they come, 2 laps to go. Pro Twins. 2 laps to go, 2 more miles. It's still Tyler Butts out front on the 17F from Ohio. 17C back there in second, Sean McNary. Then we got a good battle for third and fourth. All these riders will transfer. Down the back straightaway, looks like Tyler Butts has a little bit of breathing room this time. Lap number 5 going in the books. Next time by, we'll have 1 more lap to go, a 6-lap Pro Twins Last Chance Qualifier. Here they come off a 4. White flag is in the air. It is Butts out front. McNary in the 2 spot. Vandekoy in third. Barry Binkert Jr. in the 4th position last lap. Up next is the Dash for Cash. Checkered flag is going to fly next time by. Expert Dash for Cash is coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. 4 laps to get a $1,000 bill to win. Tyler Butts has some breathing room now. Looks like Sean McNary settled into that 2 spot. Vandekoy in third, and Barry Binkert Jr. 74F back there in the 4th spot. Last corner, here they come. Checkered flag is coming out. Off of turn number 4, it's Tyler Butts to pull the victory. Sean McNary will take the 2nd spot. So Tyler Butts pulls off the victory, 2nd, Sean McNary 3rd, the 11F, Curtis Vandekoy, 74F, Barry Binkert Jr. will get that last transfer spot. Again, 4 riders, all 4 riders that started that one will get transfers to the main event in the Pro Twins, so we'll get the winner up there on the victory podium. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our Expert Dash for Cash. That'll be coming up next, 6 riders, 4 laps. Then we have 2 Expert semifinals coming up after that Dash for Cash. So Tyler Butts taking a slow lap around. That gives us the time to talk just a little bit. Barry Boone, only 4 riders made the start of that one. Tough break. Some of those riders did scratch. I know Gary Ketchum's a little bit disappointed. I can see him back there in the pit area. He looks pretty disgusted. I don't think that bike would start for him.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough break. I mean, there's a lot of work to get these bikes ready. There's a lot of work to get them here, and to get at this point in the program where you're in an LCQ, you know if you're going to make the big show, you're going to have to do it right here. And, yeah, it's frustrating. It's got to be. I can't imagine, really. I'd be mad, that's all.
Up Butts didn't even want to come talk to you, Barry. Do you stink down there or something?
Yeah, probably. It's pretty hot down here, but yeah, you know what? He's an up and comer. He's been told he's on his way. I like this kid. I first interviewed Tyler when he was about 8, 9 years old as an amateur, and as you now know I did the amateur grands and stuff for 6 years or so, and you've been doing them the last 3, I believe, and man, it's so amazing how quick these young 8, 10-year-olds find their way to a professional motorcycle podium, and this one's one of them. I really do have a lot of respect for this young man, and he's one of the ones that renews your faith in expert racing down the road. Great young man right here, number 72F. He's out of Belleville, Ohio, on the F&S Worldwide XR. Ladies and gentlemen at Springfield, why don't we welcome him to the top of the box. Give it up for Tyler Butts. I love this place. I swear, I do. Great people. Tyler, how you feel, man? You just won the LCQ. You're in the main.
I'm feeling pretty good. I started struggling in my heat race and fell back, and I knew I needed to put my head down and try to get up to the front so I could have a chance in the main.
Now you're in it, man, and the 750. What's it feel like riding an XR at Springfield?
It's just a blast. I have so much fun. This is the favorite track that I've ridden at, and I just love coming to Springfield every time.
You want to say thanks to some folks?
Yeah, I'd like to say thanks to my grandpa. He built this bike and the one that J.R. Addison's also riding. And I'd like to thank Gary from F&S, Stevie Smith, and everyone that's helped me throughout my career.
All right, number 72F, ladies and gentlemen, he's won his LCQ. He's put himself in the Pro Twins main. Give it up one more time for Tyler Butts. Six of the best flat track riders in the world and only 4 laps to get it done. This is the Expert Dash.
Expert Dash for Cash coming up next. Your fastest heat race winner will be on the pole. This one from Morris, Connecticut. The Zanatti Racing Harley Davidson number 2, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. Starting second on the Dons Kawasaki DPC Kawasaki from Crystal, Michigan, number 17, Hammer and Hank Henry Wiles will start second. Third starter on the front row from Flint, Michigan on the Villa Esparza Crosley Radio Kawasaki number 42, Fly-In Brian Smith. Fourth starter on the front row from Clio, Michigan on the Rogers Racing Las Vegas Harley Davidson number 9, the Jammer Jared Meese. Starting fifth from Glenmore, Pennsylvania on the USC Kawasaki tuned by James Hart Number 55, Jake Shoemaker, and last rider on the front row from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, the Lloyd Brothers Motorsports Ramspur Winery Kawasaki. Number 5, Jersey, Jake Johnson. It is time for the Expert Dash for Cash. These are the top 2 finishers from the heat race. It is only 4 laps. $1,000 to the winner. 5 points to win, 4 points for second, 3 points for third, 1 point for fourth. Actually, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 points for fifth. So you got to finish in the top 4 spot if you want to gain any points. Here comes the king of cool. He will lead him out. That is Coolbeth, Zanati Racing Harley. He had the fastest heat. 55 will be on the back row. Is that what I'm here? Listen to the AMA Pro radio. So 55 is going to the back row. I'm not sure if he was late to get there or if he switched motorcycles. I didn't hear that, but Jake Shoemaker will start that USC Kawasaki on the back row. Sounds like silly season has begun early. So Shoemaker will start back there on row number 2. That might be auditioning for a ride. Thanks, Jesse J. Appreciate it. So here we go. Dash for cash. 4 laps to get a paycheck. Track's clear. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Grab the edge of your seat. That's all you're going to need. 4 laps, and Meese pulls off. Man, I was getting excited. Meese says, I'm not quite ready to go. Or stage him up, rack him up, and do it again. Meese scoots over a little bit. Now Shoemaker doesn't have anywhere to go. All right, so they got him ready to go. Dash for cash. 6 riders, 4 laps to earn a $1,000 bill. Here we go. Expert dash for cash. And they are off. Outside Johnson, inside is Smith. Now Meese. Meese gets through the gearbox a little bit faster. So Meese is on the inside. He'll take the lead. Now look at Johnson around the outside. So it's Meese, Johnson, Smith, and Wiles, your top 4. Jared Meese went through the gearbox a little bit faster than the Kawasaki, so it's Meese will take him down the back straightaway. He tucks in at about 130, now 135 miles an hour. Here comes Johnson. Now here comes Smith. They're almost 3 wide. Smith backs off. New rider comes up there into the 5th spot. Gets in the mix. That's Jake Johnson. Uh-oh, hang on. New leader coming back this direction. Here they come. The crowd's going crazy behind me. Must be Coolbeth. Coolbeth's got his fan club right behind the announcer's tower. No, it's Johnson, Meese, and Coolbeth. Smith right there in 4th. A puff of smoke from the 42 bike. Smith starts showing some smoke as he went into the corner. It is Johnson out front, Meese in the 2 spot. Coolbeth back there in 3rd, Smith in 4th, Wiles in 5th. That means Shoemaker's at the tail end of the field. Next time by, the halfway flags are going to fly. Here they come. Look at the Kawasaki diving in deep. He's going up the inside. Now a new rider takes over 2nd place. It's Johnson out front. That must be Coolbeth up to 2nd. Meese back in 3rd, Smith in the 4th spot. Last time into turn number 1, a puff of smoke came out the tailpipes of the 42 Kawasaki. No harm, no foul. Let's keep racing. Johnson, Meese. Meese in 2nd. Now Coolbeth's in 2nd, so it's Johnson, Coolbeth, Meese, Smith, and Wiles. 5 riders that broke away. Shoemaker back there left all by himself. He's out of the draft. Next time by, the white flag's going to fly. Look at him go down the back straightaway, 140 miles an hour. Here comes Meese. Jared Meese takes over the lead into turn number 3. Now he slips a little bit wide. Another rider comes on through. 2 riders coming on by. So Meese went in deep but slipped off the groove. Here they come back at us off of turn number 4. It's the big number 5 out front. Jersey, Jake Johnson. All 5 of them. Holy cow, looked like they're trying to go 5 wide into the 1st corner. Wiles slips off the groove a little bit. Coolbeth out front. Johnson in the 2 spot. Smith, Meese. Wiles in 5th. Shoemaker back there in 6th. Whoa! One bike has problems. That is Johnson. He's off the pace, I believe, or maybe Coolbeth. That is Coolbeth off the pace. He's back in the 5th spot. He's trying to keep on going. New leader coming back this direction. I believe that is Jake Johnson. The Lloyd Brothers Ramspur Winery entry. It is Johnson. No, yes it is. Johnson, Meese, Smith, Wiles, Shoemaker, Coolbeth off the pace. So Coolbeth coasts now off the pace. Let's go back out front. 4 riders going to settle this one. This is the last lap of the dash for cash. Smith pulling away a little bit. It's got some breathing room. Now it looks like Johnson's having some trouble. That was it. That's it? No way. I wasn't done yet. Johnson takes the win on the Kawasaki. Meese gets 2nd, Brian Smith 3rd, Henry Wiles 4th. I was so excited, I was ready for some more laps, Rick. Jared Meese pulls off the win. Jake Johnson pulls off the win. Jared Meese 2nd, Brian Smith 3rd, Henry Wiles 4th, Jake Shoemaker 5th, and a tough break for Kenny Coolbeth. I was watching all the action deep in the field, but Jake Johnson takes the win. Second is Jared Mace, Brian Smith. Third, Wiles. Fourth, Jake Shoemaker and Kenny Coolbeth. I want to go some more laps. There's your winner. Jersey Jake Johnson. He'll be heading up that victory podium. My partner, Barry Boone.
You're going to get to do some more. We got a 25-mile expert main coming up to end this great day. And, Scotty, the track is beginning to take shape. It looks like one of those years here at Springfield. Here comes the Ramspur Winery, Lloyd Brothers Kawasaki, ridden by that man right there, national number 5. He has 9 top 5 finishes this year. 9. 6 of those top 5s are podiums. He's third in points, only 18 points out of the lead. And what a great rider on a great day. Give it up for national number 5, Jersey Jake Johnson. Wow, Jake. Must feel really good to beat the best flat track racers in the world at the fastest mile in the world.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, the 25-lap main event's going to be a long one. There's a lot of guys going fast. So just going to have to keep our nose clean, stay out of trouble, and, man, hopefully we can pull this thing off. Feel like we got the bike to do it. Just see how it all pans out.
Well, this year you've ridden the Ducati, you've ridden the Harley, and now you're really doing well in the Kawasaki. You must like it.
Yeah, this thing's been great. You know, every time we rode it, we've been on the podium, got a second at Sacramento, third last weekend. So hopefully win the thing today, get the final spot on the podium. But
I hear them running down there and staging. Thank you, folks. We'll get you out of here.
Cool, thanks.
All right, well done. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Ramspur Winery Lloyd Brothers Motorsports team, Jersey Jake Johnson has won the Dash for Cash. There are only 2 expert semis. Here is your starting lineup for expert semi number 1.
Well, earlier in the day, as the fast qualifier didn't make the transfer out of the heat race from Eatonville, Washington. Number 1's the Bullet, Brad Baker. From Clio, Michigan, the racing lady, number 15, Nicole Meese. Starting third from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, number 73, Dougie Fresh, Doug Lawrence. From Edmond, Oklahoma, number 74, G, Ronnie Jones. From Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, 32, Sean Bear. Last rider on the front row from Olympia, Washington, 74, Scooter Vernon. Row number 2, 82, Jeremy Higgins. 20T, Mikey LaBelle. 49, Chad Coase. 30S, Jason Eisenach. 13X, Ken Maynard. 46, Aaron Linfors. Back on row number 3, the 25, Kevin Anderson. And the 74P, that's Chaz Landers. That is your starting lineup. Expert semifinal. Top 3 riders to the main event. Everybody else is done until we go all the way out to California for the Calistoga Half Mile coming up in just a few weeks. Top 3 to the main, ladies and gentlemen. It is go or go home time. Expert semifinal. Number 1. 8 laps the distance. The Bullet, Brad Baker, takes the factory Harley to the outside of row number 1. Here we go. They're staged up and ready to go. Baker, Meese, Doug Lawrence, Ronnie Jones, waiting for the green light. And they are off. Brad Baker grabs the whole shot on the factory Harley. He's taking Nicole Meese with him. New rider comes up the inside. No, it's Meese in second. Now Ronnie Jones looking for third. It's the Bullet, Brad Baker. Nicole Meese in second, Ronnie Jones in the third spot. They'll go down the back straightaway at full song. They're coming up to speed. Here they go. New rider taking over the lead up the inside. It's Nicole Meese. Ronnie Jones looks at the outside. It is the racing lady out front. Nicole Meese going to lead him into 3. Can she hang on to it off of 4? No, she slips wide. 2 riders go on by. Now Nicole ducks back there into the third spot. Here they come off of 4. It's the Bullet, Brad Baker, Ronnie Jones, Nicole Meese. 6 riders battling for the top 3 spots. It's Oklahoma's own Ronnie Jones. He's made a Grand National main event in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. 5 decades. He made the main last year right here. Ronnie Jones, 53 years old. He's going to get swallowed up. 2 riders going by. Nicole Meese elects to back off. Doug Lawrence is right there in the 5th spot. Here they come through 3 and 4. Only 3 riders keep on racing today after this race. Off of turn number 4, back at us, it's the Bullet, Brad Baker, your factory Harley rider. Baker, now Scooter Vernon goes to lead. Whoa! Ronnie Jones pulls out, and when he pulled out, he brought Nicole Meese. Nicole goes from 4th to 1st, ladies and gentlemen, so it's Nicole Meese out front. Scooter Vernon in second. Back there in the 4th spot is the Bullet, Brad Baker. Ronnie Jones in the sandwich in the 3rd spot on the Salina Harley Davidson. Here comes the Bullet. 2x2 into turn number 3. Looks like Meese still has the lead. The Bullet, Brad Baker takes the third spot away. Ronnie Jones going around the outside now. He's back in third. We'll figure it out as they come back this direction, possibly Vernon out front. Here they come off of 4. It is Scooter Vernon on the 74. Baker, Ronnie Jones, Nicole Meese behind him. So it's the Baker out front, Scooter Vernon in second, Ronnie Jones third. Looks like Doug Lawrence has put the 73 machine up there trying to get that transfer spot away. Sean Bear is also in the hunt. They'll take him down the back straightaway. It's rush hour traffic into turn number 3. They're 2 by 2 into the third turn. Everybody lets off the gas, lets out the throttle, and gets back in line. Here they come through 3 and 4. I believe it's the Bullet. Brad Baker this time is out front. The Factory Harley leads them off of turn number 4. Scooter Vernon in second. Ronnie Jones makes the draft swing pass. Dougie Fresh coming to the front. Doug Lawrence trying to follow Ronnie Jones around the high line. Now he tucks in, tries to go underneath Ronnie. So it's Scooter Vernon, Brad Baker, Ronnie Jones, Doug Lawrence in the third spot, Nicole Meese in the fourth spot. Up there also is Sean Bear, and Jeremy Higgins now is caught up to the lead pack. A lot of mixing up going on right now. Everybody's hungry to make the main. Only 3 spots left in this one. Top 3 going on. Here they come. This will be lap number 5 as they come across the start-finish line. Baker trying to pull away. He's trying to break the draft. It's Baker, Scooter Vernon, Ronnie Jones, Doug Lawrence, Sean Bear is there. Nicole Meese is there also. And so is the 82 of Jeremy Higgins has caught the lead pack. Sean Bear's trying the high line down there in 3 and 4. Baker was trying to pull away. Scooter Vernon says not so fast. Here they come. They're going to gobble him up down the back straightaway. They're going to use the draft to work together. Look at them all catch up to Baker. Baker had a pretty drastic lead coming up at 2. It didn't last long. Kevin Clark will show him the white and the green. He'll put them straight up in the air. 2 laps to go. He signals the riders a lot all day long. 2 laps to go. Here comes Baker, Scooter Vernon, Ronnie Jones, Doug Lawrence. Dougie Fresh swings low, takes that spot away from Ronnie Jones. Ronnie says not so fast. Ronnie leaves it on a little bit longer. He gets right on the back wheel of Scooter Vernon. National 74, Scooter Vernon from Olympia, Washington in the 2 spot. Chasing down the Factory Harley. They'll take him down the backside. Scooter Vernon looking for the lead, going around the outside. Baker hangs onto the throttle a little bit longer. Ronnie Jones tries to follow Baker, doesn't quite make the pass. There's 7 riders battling for 3 spots. White flag's going to come out this time by 1 more mile to go. Only 3 of them keep on racing. Here they come, the freight train. Wow. 5 wide going into 1. It's Oklahoma's own Ronnie Jones to the point. Ronnie Jones in the lead. I believe that's Doug Lawrence in the 2nd spot. Possibly Sean Bear. No, Bear's back there in the 5th spot. They'll get pointed the right direction down the back straightaway. Here comes Brad Baker on the 1 bike. They swallow up Ronnie Jones, drop him like a rock. So Ronnie drops to about the 5th spot. Now Sean Bear comes on through. So Ronnie Jones showed his cards a little too soon. They're in the final corner. Top 3 of the main event. Here they come. They're looking for 3 spots and 3 spots only. The Bullet, Brad Baker brings them off the final corner. Here they come racing to the finish line. Doug Lawrence in the 74G. I believe he got it. Mama Lawrence is right here beside me. And it is the Bullet, Brad Baker taking the win. Scooter Vernon 2nd. And Dougie Fresh. Doug Lawrence gets the 3rd transfer spot. Fran Lawrence right here beside me. She's doing some filming for him. The rest of the riders do finish up right there. So your winner is the Bullet, Brad Baker on the Factory Harley, and he won by .007 seconds over Scooter Vernon on the 74 bike, and Doug Lawrence takes that final transfer spot, number 73, on the Harley. So we got a Harley, Kawasaki, and Harley, your transfers. Sean Bear 4th, Ronnie Jones showed his cards a little bit too soon, comes home 5th, Jeremy Higgins 6th, Chad Coe 7th, Nicole Meese drops back to 8th, Jason Eisenach, Aaron Lindfors, Mikey LaBelle, Ken Maynard, Kevin Anderson, and Chaz Landers did not finish. There's the Bullet, the Factory Harley riders, fast qualifier earlier. He said, how do I get up there on top of that stage? Now he sees how to get there. So he was our fast qualifier earlier. He had to do it the hard way by coming through that semifinal. There is 1 more semifinal coming up next, and we'll have our 2nd intermission of the day. So we're clicking them off as fast as we can. We know it's a great Labor Day weekend, and we're trying to get all the races in the record books here today. Let's go trackside with my partner Barry Boone and the defending Grand National champion, Brad Baker.
Thank you, Hollywood. He's got 9 top 5s here in 2014. 4 of those are 9 top 10s. 4 of those are top 5s. Currently finds himself 6th in points. He brings this beautiful factory Harley Davidson XR 750 to the top of the box. The paint by Smokey skid lids is going to come off, and we're going to get a look at the champ, the defending champ from 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, national number 1, the Bullet, Brad Baker. All right, that's how you do it. I know you missed a shift, or you would have direct transferred almost certainly as good as your bike is running and as good as you are riding today. Talk to us about your expert semi.
Expert semi was pretty good. Having a little bit of issues. I can't seem to get her in third gear, and that's what I had the whole shot in the heat race, and I actually had the fast time in the heat race too. So feeling great. Like I said, the factory XR 750 is working awesome. Harley Davidson is doing a great job. You know, that was a dogfight. I felt like, you know, I have the corner speed, that's of course, you know, but it's hard to get away from these guys with these big long straightaways to try to get out of that draft, trying to pull some moves, try to get out of the draft and maybe get a couple clean corners. But Scooter Vernon and old Ronnie Jones were riding really well at 274s. It was a fun race, but I think we're being in good shape for the main event. I just got to get off that start line and get through third gear.
Yeah, one of the oldest guys and one of the youngest going at it. That's pretty cool. Age and experience, use and enthusiasm. Your third row of the main, 25 miles at Springfield's a long time. Can you make it happen?
That's plenty of time. I'm just going to get a good start, latch on to some guys. This thing is really good, and I'm really good at picking lines and getting by people. So I'm going to try to move my way to the front and get up with that lead pack and start dicing up with those guys. It's a fun race.
That's your 2013 national champion, ladies and gentlemen, doing it for factory Harley Davidson. National number 1, the Bullet, Brad Baker. Following this one, our 18-rider expert main event field will be completed. This is how they will start expert semi number 2.
Semi-final number 2, top 3 riders. This is it. Go or go home time. On the pole, number 23, Jeffrey Carver Jr. Starting second, the 16, Wyatt McGuire. Starting third, the 65, Barrier still on. Starting the third spot, 65, Corey Texter. Fourth is the 93X, Danny Kelch. Fifth is the 96B, Cody Johncox. And sixth starter on the front row, 61, Dustin Crow. Row number 2, 25A, Shanna Texter. 64C, Jerry Steele. 21, Duke Erickson. 47G, Colt Schboltz. 81G, Kent Briggs. 31, Dan Ingram on the Buell. In row number 3, 81G, Brett Souders. And 28B, Michael Bickerton. Those are the riders scheduled to start the last semi of the day. Trying to fire up the 81G bike. I think that's going to scratch the Brett man. Brett Souders will take it back to the pit area, and we'll be down to 13 bikes going to make the start of this one. So here we go. Tough break for the 81G, Brett Souders. I believe they asked for 2 minutes. They're going to try to find the starter to stick in the side of that motorcycle. That is a Suzuki SV1000. Doing it for Adams Racing, Osborne Graphics, 4-Star Trailers, and Ghost Ride Apparel. So they're trying to find the starter. They're going to stick it in the side right now and try to fire it up. Brett Souders from Bethany, Oklahoma. Let's go back to the front row. Jeffrey Carver Jr. on the Dan Daffner Racing bike. That's the bike that AJ Eslick rode at the end of his career. That was former number 16. Right beside him is the new number 16. That's Wyatt McGuire, last year's pro singles champion. He's on board the Weirbach Racing Kawasaki for the first time today. 65, Corey Texter. The Racing Unlimited entries, the 65, Corey Texter. Danny Kelch, the Kelch Farms entry. He's made 2 Grand National main events this year. 96B, Cody Johncox up for Rookie of the Year. 61, Dustin Crow. Here we go. Keep your eyes on the 25A. Shannon Texter back there in the second row. See if she can make the main. Dan Ingram. Dan the man back there on the 31 on that Buell. And Itchy, Michael Bickerton, who went into the air fence. He's back there on row number 3. Here we go. Last qualifying race of the day. And they are green. Bickerton bike goes absolutely nowhere. Looks like Wyatt McGuire jumps out of there in a hurry. Corey Texter in the 2 spot. It's anybody's race from there on back. I see Carver back there in the 4th spot. Trying to get Bickerton out of the way. The 28P is just not his day. Got into the air fence earlier, and now he's killed the bike down the front straightaway, and that's going to be it for him. 3 riders battling for the lead going into turn number 3. Corey Texter elects to back off. He'll settle into the 3rd spot. You're not going to win it all on the first lap. Expert semifinal, the last qualifying race of the day. This is semifinal number 2, top 3 to the main event. Here they come up before. Whoa! Colt Schboltz pulls out early. So Shabolt's pulled out early. Looks like he's got his handlebars all tied up over here. Coming off of 4, he settles back there in the 3rd spot. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. Corey Texter will lead him. Wyatt McGuire's there on the 16 bike. Shabolt's right there in the 3rd spot. Cody Johncox in 4th. Actually, he's in the 5th spot with the bright orange wheels. It's Corey Texter, my announcing partner on the Flat Track Weekly Radio Show. Puts the 65 to the front. Corey Texter, your leader, bringing him off of 4, coming back this direction. Here comes Corey Texter. Texter out front, McGuire in 2nd. Colt Shabolt's in 3rd. Now Jeffrey Carver's in the 4th spot. Shayna Texter's working her way up there too. Here comes Shayna from the 2nd row. She has caught the lead pack. So 6 riders battling for these top 3 spots. Off for turn number 2 down the backside. 65 in the lead, 16 in 2nd. Texter and McGuire. McGuire, your Saddleman Rookie of the Year leader. Shayna Texter's now put the 25A up there into a position. She's battling with the 96B. That's Cody Johncox. Those 2 are also battling for the Rookie of the Year this year. And if they got to get in the main event to get any points, here they come off of 4. Corey Texter trying to pull way to the inside and break the draft. Ryan McGuire, Coach Shaboltz is right there. Jeffrey Carver. John Cox not giving up. He's back there in the 5th spot. Shayna Texter in 6th, 3 laps down here in this semifinal number 2. It's Corey Texter out front. Next time by the halfway flags are going to come out. Corey Texter, here comes Wyatt McGuire. Look at Shayna Texter showing the wheel on that factory Triumph. Texter leaves it on a little bit longer. He's going to lead him into 3 and 4. Shaboltz still in the number 2 spot. Colt Shaboltz, 47G, looking for his first ever main event. He started on row number 2. He's up to the 3rd spot. Games are being played off of turn number 4. Corey Texter trying a new lineup for turn number 4, bunching everybody up down the front straightaway. It looked like Corey Texter came off turn number 4 and made a hard left-hand turn trying to break the draft. What that's doing is bunching everybody up behind him. McGuire puts his head down on the back straightaway. Corey Texter does the same thing down the back straightaway. He's trying to break the draft from everybody else. Doesn't appear to be working. It's a different line, but it doesn't appear that he can break that draft. Down the back into 3 and 4. It's still Texter out front. Wyatt McGuire in 2nd. Top 3 will keep racing. Laps are winding down. There's Texter out front. McGuire. Colt Shaboltz in the 3rd spot. Carver puts his hand up. Oh, Carver off the pace on the Dan Daffner entry. So Carver pulls out of the way. That's exactly what Steve Moorhead told him to do. If you have a mechanical issue, put your hand up, get out of the way. Carver did a wonderful job at that tough break for him. His day is over with. Down the back straightaway, Wyatt McGuire, Corey Texter side by side into 3. Texter goes back out front. Shabolt's going to try to come with him. It is still Corey Texter, Wyatt McGuire. Colt Shabolt's back there in the 3rd spot. 4th is Cody Johncox, the 96B. Looking for a way in. Battle for the lead. McGuire and Texter 1st and 2nd. 3rd is Colt Shaboltz. Cody Johncox is right there on the 96B bike. 6 laps in, 2 laps left, about a lap and a half remaining actually. So it's now Wyatt McGuire. Corey Texter, the battle is heating up for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Shayna Texter's right there on the 25A, top 3 only. So white flags coming out. Who's going to the main event and who's going home? We're going to find out in about 1.25 miles. Here they come off the 4. It is McGuire, now 3 wide. Shayna Texter has all kinds of head shake, but she puts the 25A into the 3rd spot. She's hanging on to it. Texter now in the 3rd spot. So we got Texter 1st and 3rd. Brother and sister in the same semi. Corey leads them down the back straightaway. 2nd is Wyatt McGuire. Shayna's in the 3rd spot. The 25A Factory Triumph pulling away from the boys. Shayna trying to make the main event here on the Factory Triumph. They're side by side right behind her. They're getting in line. Corey's at the front. Shayna's in the 3rd spot. We got Wyatt McGuire in the sandwich. Here they come off of 4. Top 3 of the main event. Shayna's letting it all hang out. Corey Texter wins it. Wyatt McGuire 2nd. Shayna Texter makes the main event for the 2nd time in history. A brother and sister in a main. So the Rookie of the Year standings are going to get closer. As your winner, the 65, Corey Texter. 2nd will be the 16, Wyatt McGuire. He's a Rookie of the Year leader. And battling for the Rookie of the Year, Shayna Texter puts the 25A Factory Triumph in the main event. 4th spot, Cody Johncox. 5th spot, Colt Shaboltz. Dustin Crowe 6th, Dan Ingram 7th, Danny Kelch 8th, Kent Briggs 9th, Duke Erickson 10th, Jeffrey Carver did not finish, Jerry Steele, Brett Souders, Michael Bickerton. Tough break. We are going to have our next scheduled intermission after this. We're going to have a 10-minute break. We're going to do a interview with Corey Texter.
And we're going to give away this beautiful switchback Harley Davidson and some other
Your
great
bike?
prizes.
They're going to give away
No,
your bike?
no.
Oh.
And then we're going to give away a signed copy of The First Family of Racing, the Earl Hayden storybook. And then we are going to have fun.
Corey
And
Texter looking for his way up to get there, but
this is pretty exciting for this young man. He wants it so bad, and to put it in the main with his sister, so historic, so good. And here he comes. He's getting high fives from some of them back there. He says, hey, I got to ride this motorcycle. I can't high five you, but here he comes. National number 65, the pride of Willow Street, Pennsylvania. And he co-hosts with my partner on the Flat Track Weekly show on nextmotochampion.com on Tuesday night. He does some writing for Cycle World. He's all that, ladies and gentlemen. National number 65, Corey Texter. All right, C-Tex, that's got to feel pretty good, man. You're in the main event, third row, but you're in it.
Yeah, you know, we were struggling pretty good early on, and I got out in that heat race, and Brian Smith was out there. It was the first time I've ever been kind of close to him on the mile to see what he was doing, and I learned a couple tricks that I tried in that semi, and it worked good. You know, I was struggling a little in that semi, getting off the corners, and just kind of used a little bit of, you know, my head and just got the job done, so it was really cool.
I don't know if you could see behind you or not, but Shayna made it too.
Yeah, that was probably, I was more excited about that than I was winning. I looked back and saw 25A in transfer, so anytime my little sister does good, it's always a big bonus. So, no, it feels good. I just want to thank the whole team, Racing Unlimited. McElroy Packaging, they're out there in the stands. If it wasn't for them this year, I wouldn't be racing. And all my other sponsors, my family back home watching, my friends, they always kick me in the butt when I'm disappointed or not feeling good, especially Jamie over there. Shout out to her for coming over earlier and snapping me out of my funk I was in. But, no, it's really cool. And 25 laps, you know, I train hard for this, and I'm ready to go.
All right, Corey, best of luck to you in the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, Willow Street, Pennsylvania is where he gets his mail. National number 65, Corey Texter, your winner.